According to Obama and the liberal regime around him, his strategists now believe that the president is going to be engaged in the re-election campaign of his lifetime. But if he should win, they are expecting the Republicans to maintain their majority in the House and maybe even consolidate their power in the Senate and block Obama by controlling the House and the Senate. And so now they are planning what they're calling an end run to, quote, bypass Congress. And this strategy, according to this piece in the New York Times, which you can find on michaelsavage.com, was in fact developed by the dear leader himself at a strategy session last fall, reeling from the defeat of November 2010, reeling from his defeat in the midterm elections, having to deal now with what they call an obstructionist Republican majority in the House. The dear leader told his campaign strategists, we have to come up with a new slogan. And that new slogan is, quote, we can't wait. Obama claims he now needs extraordinary executive powers. He now needs to issue one executive order after another to bypass and circumvent Congress. Whether it's constitutional or not is irrelevant. In other words, it's time to flex our muscles. It's now time for us to accrue and centralize and usurp power that the Constitution does not give this president and this man to do. And so they began issuing one executive order after another. He thumbed his nose at Congress, at the Republicans, at our system of separation of powers, and at the American people themselves. What you are now seeing is an emerging dictatorship in which power is no longer limited, it is no longer enumerated, and it is no longer respected. You now have power that is arbitrary, almost limitless, where the president feels he can do whatever he wants because he is president of the United States and he wants to win re-election and impose his socialist vision and socialist agenda on America. It is what Chavez has done in Venezuela. Step by step, he dismantled Venezuela's democracy. And he did it through executive decree, bullying the Supreme Court and eventually breaking and circumventing Venezuela's Congress. That's what you're seeing right now happening right in front of our eyes. Look how he rammed Obamacare. Everybody told him, go on the economy. No, Obamacare, now's my chance. Get the masses addicted to government medicine, to socialized medicine. Then, massive stimulus, massive deficits, break America's back, force America to raise taxes, push it to the edge of bankruptcy, appeal to the Hispanic vote, give them amnesty through the back door. Look what he's done with students. Don't pay your student loans. Don't worry about it. We'll give you one big bailout. We're going to lower your fees. We're going to make sure that you don't have to pay anymore your student loans. We're going to make sure that the government will pick up the cost for all of your student loans. Give them to them interest-free. Buy one vote, buy another vote, buy this constituency, buy that constituency. And before you know it, now you think about this, stand back and just think about this. If I told you objectively, you got a president of the United States who is now in his fourth year. Unemployment is over 8%. The growth is anemic. The recovery has stalled. Record deficits, $5 trillion in debt. Gas prices soaring, food prices up, the dollar is collapsing. He's lost not one but two wars in Iraq and Afghanistan. He's destroying and dismantling and gutting our military. what do you think his chances of re-election are? You'd say, Jeff, none, zero. Zero. How could he possibly win? Nobody could win with these kind of numbers. And yet he's hovering near 50%. Why? Why is he hovering near 50%? Because he has bought the American people off. Food stamps, unemployment insurance, welfare, government handouts, government bailouts. Almost nobody in this society has not been given some kind of a bailout or handout, except the productive middle class. That's the only one. That's it. He's put together 50% of the country that now depend upon the Generalissimo, that now depend upon him, the dear leader. Now you think about that. Hitler came to power through elections. Chavez came to power through elections. People fall to demagogues. Countries fall to demagogues. That's all this guy's got. He's got no record. He's got no accomplishments. He's got no respect. But he's bought people's votes. And that's why he poses a mortal danger to this country. And if he wins re-election, look at him. He's telling us to our face. He's telling us to our face. I'm going to ram one executive order after another down your throat. You can give me a Republican Congress. I don't give a damn. Where are the Republicans? This man has been trampling the Constitution for 3.5 years. And yet they remain silent.